for me there, Gary Bowman?
I will go find you some.
To begin, I was very pleased with the scrimmage. I thought that the work that we got with the ones was excellent work. Felt that we ran the ball. Number one goal was to come out of this scrimmage healthy, and we didn't get anybody nicked up at all in the scrimmage. And again, I thought the execution with the one offense and the one defense and some of the twos was pretty darn good. Obviously, the three group has got a long way to go, but that's okay because that three group, most of them will redshirt, and they'll have a chance to grow in the program. But overall, I was very pleased with what we got out of the scrimmage today. I think it puts us right on track where we need to be as far as our preparation for Middle Tennessee State. Questions?
Johnny Johnson. I have a lot of highlights out there.
He's a tough, hard-nosed kid, and who's kind of through hard work and just hanging in there has persevered. I think that's a great word for Johnny to describe him. He's a tough, hard-nosed kid, and our team really rallies around him, and he's not afraid to try to put his helmet on the football. And certainly today he had a couple of good hits out there.
Marquise seems like a natural at wide receiver. Has it come pretty easy to him?
Yeah, I think that most things come pretty easy to Marquise. Quarterback play has been very good. But to see him go out and play wide receiver and not miss a beat, understand, and I think his experience at the quarterback position certainly helps him play wide receiver. He understands exactly what we want, route running, and he's just a natural. He catches the ball extremely well, and as you can see after the catch, his force is significant.
Because he's working on a play where he takes a snap and winds up catching the ball somewhere, don't you?
That's a good one, Tom. Hey, I tell you what, again, with Marquise, I think the term is unselfish. He is so unselfish, and he is so willing to do whatever he can do to help our team win. And you look at our receiving core with guys like DeJon McKnight, Marquise Gray, and Brandon Green, and Troy Stoudemire, and Brian Allen. I mean, that group is really a pretty solid group. And Marquise does nothing but add to it. And again, like I said, I've been really pleased with his play at quarterback. He's really worked hard at quarterback play, and he's certainly in a great position right now. We've got great confidence in him as being our number 2 quarterback.
You got sacked a few times. Is that just figuring out when to get rid of it and that kind of thing?
You talking about Marquise? Yeah, but again, we got to protect, and that was the second group and the third group, mostly the second group that was out there. I didn't know we didn't have many issues with the first group at all. I thought the first group was really pretty darn good up front, and so, but yeah, there's a combination of things there. And that was what I said to the group afterwards. I said the twos need to improve, and they need to improve considerably between now and guys talk about wanting to be on the field and playing, and they're a player, and when you get an opportunity, you got to take advantage of it. And I didn't feel like the twos, some of the twos and threes, took advantage of the opportunity to go play today.
Donnell definitely did, though. Kirkwood.
Donnell Kirkwood, as you can see, is a very good back. He's a very good back. He's a downhill, heavy, physical runner. Breaks tackles. His stature at 5'9" or 5'10", I think, is a benefit to him because he's about as wide as he is tall, and he hits a hole, and he's a load in there. And really pleased with DeJuan Bennett. DeJuan Bennett made a couple of big time cuts today, running the football, and DeLeon Eskridge is that group of 3 right there. I think is going to do a nice job for us this year.
And it kind of doesn't really matter who starts. We make a big deal about DeLeon started scrimmage, but the way you do it with the 3 back rotation, which is kind of probably what you're going to end up doing, you think?
Well, again, unless somebody totally steps out, right? Totally steps out, steps away from the competition. Right now, we haven't had that, but we've been pleased with all 3 backs, and so I feel really good about going into the first game knowing that we got 3 guys that we can hand the ball to. And obviously, I feel really good about our fullback. I think John Hazy's one of the better fullbacks probably in the Big Ten. So I feel really good about what we got in the backfield, along with the play of Adam Weber. Adam is just, he's been outstanding this camp. I thought he was excellent today, very poised today, made some really good throws, and did a great job on the line of scrimmage of getting us in and out, you know, in the right plays.
Any of the other incoming guys catch your eye today?
You know, I have to look at the tape, Tom, and really get a feel for it. You know, Willie Tatum at linebacker is a guy that has shown us some things, you know, in training camp. As a will linebacker, weak side linebacker, he's a very long-armed kid, has been smart, he's picked up the scheme well. He's a guy that's really stepped up and done a nice job. Josh Taufea showed up inside on defense, as a 3 technique on defense. He showed up and really done some nice things with his hands, getting off blocks, and you know, he's done a nice job as well. And you know, there could be others, but again, we'll go back and really evaluate the tape here this afternoon.
What about the freshman defensive back there from Indianapolis? I think of his name.
James Manuel. Yeah, James has been talked about all summer long, and he's a very good football player. And again, I'm really excited to look at the tape today to see mentally, physically, he's there. He's ready. It's a matter of mentally, is he in the game on every play? Is he lining up right on every play? Does he have the instincts on every play? And this summer he's been really good in camp, but I'm really excited to look at the videotape today and see exactly where James Manuel's at from a mental standpoint.
When you look at the tape, do you find that you sort of get uplifted, or does it bring you down a little bit?
You know what, the saying amongst coaches, Tom, is it's never as good as you thought it was, and it's never as bad as you thought it was. It's always somewhere in between when you look at the videotape. The biggest thing we're looking for, number one, is mental mistakes. Okay, that's the number one thing I want from coaches when they turn their grades into me, is mental mistakes. Because if a guy makes mental mistakes, I can't play him. I can't have him out there. And so that's where it all starts. And then you look at technique, then you look at finish, then we grade a number of things on every play. But it all starts with whether or not he executed his assignment properly.
Your freshman running backs, I didn't see Edwards out there or Devin Wright. Is there any update on those guys?
No, both of those 2 guys have had a little bit of a nick here, a little bit, you know. Lamonte has had an ankle. He's got a little bit of a shoulder right now. Same thing with Devin. Just nicked up a little bit at this time in training camp.
Was Devin out there today, or?
Was Devin out there today?
I didn't see him out there.
Devin was with us this morning. He wasn't on the field, no.
Okay.
But he was there.
Okay. Is there a situation with him at all, being able to continue forward with the team?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Why would you even bring that up?
Just was wondering if he was out there.
Absolutely. There's no issue whatsoever with Devin Wright.
Just the other, Kirksey, he didn't play, but you're comfortable with him?
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's a captain. He's prepared. He'll be prepared. He'll be ready to go against Middle Tennessee State.
Spencer Reeves, other guy.
Hamstring. He's not 100%. He needs to get in there and he needs to get work. He's a guy, you know, it was great to have Hageman out there today and get the work in that he got in today, and guys like Spencer Reeves need to get out there as well and show us whether or not they're going to help us in the first game.
And Tyree Urick, same thing?
Same thing. Hopefully, we held Tyree out with a turf toe. Hopefully he will be ready to go on Monday. You know, and Spencer will be ready to go on Monday. I don't perceive anybody not being 100% on Monday unless I'm missing somebody other than Kim.
When will you make the decision on him that he'll help properly?
We just got to play it by day. It's day to day with Kim. You know, we push him a little bit more each day, a little bit harder each day to see how he's going to respond, see whether or not he's got any setbacks, and we'll just keep pushing. But he's got a couple of weeks, and hopefully he'll be able to get some work in, and we'll see whether or not he's going to be able to be out there and help us on the second.